Hello, everybody. All right, so here we go. Realms will be your nightmare. Gray Hawkins. Poison Sumac. Gray is already leaving. Rachel Little. Finals. She's got finals. Yep. John C. Masked Slasher. It's been a while. I look forward to rapid fire questions. Larry Hughes, Ken Leshi-Zarish, Jeff Bull, Pops Latube, Mr. Jimmy, FXC. Is that effects company? Is that what FXC stands for? Like special effects company? FXC?
And if not, one.
Yeah. Josh Newman, no relation.
No relation.
Rylan Chow, Carol Borden. The King, it's been a while, the King. Bobby Varacek, Big Dog Mask, Jordan Bunce, Ross Reichert. Richard. I'm bad at that one. Big Dog, Splatterhouse Studios, Al Matra Art, Love 14, Lisa Arendt, Scuba Steve, Cat Swift, Paul Bennett, Louis McLam. They're going bum, 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 too. House Haunts, Beth Williams, Mr. Jimmy FX Creations is what that stands for. And now we know. All right, so I'm going to see how bad a view Ozbot has. Ozbot, it looks like a tornado hit the place.
Because a tornado hit the place.
Yeah, T-Rand's World NATO.
T-Rand's World. T-Rand's World.
Yeah. Trans NATO sounds like a different creature entirely. So one must be cautious.
That's true. You guys have 2 more costume pieces to cut out, and then I will be paying full attention to the comments. In the meantime, be patient with me.
Currently, she's not paying full attention to you.
It's true. Hello, Mr. Jimmy. The King is Team Rue.
Dean Rue. Okay.
Hello, Ken Zarish.
So you know what? I have a question for you guys. Did you see YouTube Wednesday today? Because I was like up in arms about whether or not that was a YouTube Wednesday video. I'm so used to doing how-tos, but I was so happy to find their facility. Like, I can't tell you how happy Fake Rocks make me. And that's the sound
You just got to go there and just walk around.
I've been there 3 times over 3 days.
And you still don't like it.
It's wonderful. It's a great place. Did you guys enjoy that? Is that an acceptable detail? No, derail. Is that an acceptable detour?
There you go. It was worth it.
Yeah. Okay.
Ross Richards says it was badass. Realm says love you.
All right. So, because, you know, I want to know if what I am doing is
Jeff
wrong.
Says I liked it, very informative.
Doesn't always mean I'll change my behavior, but I like to know if what I'm doing is wrong.
John C says I liked it different. Why not? Big Dog says yes, it's cool. Bobby Varacek says love Fake Rocks.
Me too. You know what? I love Fake Rocks. Like, I love going to Disney and all the theme parks and just, you know what I mean? It's so cool. All the stuff that they've got and do.
Sarah R. says I'm seeing it a little later. Steve says I loved it. I Camacho says hello. The King says it's different. I like it.
It is a little different.
Big Dog says now I need rum.
I too need rock. Whoa. I bought the spicy hot V8. Dang. Just a surprise.
Need some vodka to cool it.
So, I hate to say this, but I did not watch the YouTube Wednesday video today because reasons. Sleep seems like a much better idea. I love Death Robots.
Ken's
Yeah,
that
The
place
new ones are out. Oh, and they're really good.
Splatterhouse Studios says Universal Rocks.
Yes.
Hello, Laney Williams.
Big
Big N to made to the party.
But do you see the hot tub in the video? I want that hot tub.
The natural rock looking hot tub. And then they have a grotto that goes all the way over it. So you enter the hot tub through a waterfall.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got some really cool stuff.
Jordan Easel says hi. Capsule says, sir, when you were that enthused about something, it is contagious. Keep showing me.
I will. I will.
You can't stop me.
Well, when I got there, it's like, this is so awesome. I have to share this.
Ross Richard says, Stan, socks, now.
Oh, what? What are they? They're very white.
They're the
Is that a doctor? What is
a
that?
monster. I don't know. They're just
Here, can we put it on
Evil
phone
eye.
cam and we'll.
Put it on tripod cam. I'll put it on tripod cam. I rule the buttons.
It's true. Ezekiel says, hey kids.
hypnotized.
The king says, I miss you guys so much. Coming here feels like I'm part of the family.
Woo! Woo!
Stand aside.
Sock cam. It looks like you kicked a pile of camel poop. Like,
Okay, that was a paint mixer on a power drill problem. That
Okay.
happened a while back.
yeah, that was pre the shop too. Like that was pre-shop days, wasn't it?
No, it was at my own shop,
Okay.
aka the garage for house paint.
Stan may shop at Universal Socks.
It is not universal socks. They're called foot clothes.
Foot clothes. Yes, reptile enclosures and man caves. Which, you know what? I mean, I've always wanted, like, so I think when I was in like third or fourth grade, the teacher, one of our projects was design your perfect house. And I designed a rainforest bathroom. So the bathroom looked like a rainforest. And I thought that would be really cool. Maybe one day I can do this.
So full disclosure, I did not buy these socks. These were a gift that didn't get here in time for Trans World.
Oh,
That my illustrious business partner bought for me to take, and they didn't make it in time. So next year.
And next year, we're going to have your sock lineup for transport very extensively planned out.
hello, Tina Kuziak. Okay. I need to get my eyeballs out of the way because our leprechaun on that end is done. Hey, Rue, I have a task for you, sir.
Sure.
We're going to install a computer fan in this top hat in order to keep the leprechaun glasses from fogging up.
Ken Zarish says, Universal Rocks, great for haunts, if you will. Dan Forson says, hello, everyone.
Hello, Dan Forson.
Ezekiel says, Stan needs some work boots. Them shoes are full of holes.
They got the bum feet.
Actual feet from a hobo.
Actually.
They're hard to get off.
You will put this on window screen. You will trace the whole thing. Cut this out
That size fits underneath.
inside.
Hello, Scott Colehart.
So glue it on
Black
top.
blue.
Yeah. Black glue. Perfect.
Our MVN. Most valuable ones.
Most valuable mod. So we started late. I have family in town. They're over at the house. I had to go pick up a purchase, and I am not on screen. I had to go pick up a purchase, so that made me a little later than I wanted to be. But here we all. You know what? And I got here, and Rue was here, and he was working. And Stan was here, and he was working. Stacy was asleep. I'm just kidding. Stacy was also working. It was like I got here feeling like a fat Santa and with busy little elves. It was wonderful.
Realms, talking about Ryan Chow.
Yeah. That spicy V8 really getting you, huh?
Yeah, it got me in my nose.
We didn't need those downstairs.
About to drink
Splatterhouse.
sugar-free soda.
Splatterhouse Studios says check out Brian Barczyk on YouTube. He just decked out his entire reptile zoo with Rivers Rock.
Oh, cool.
John C says, Rude Mr. Awesome Halloween guy, where did you get the shirt?
That was a gift from one of the booths at Transworld.
Probably the Haunt Guru booth,
Yeah, the Haunt Guru booth.
who were down just to the left of the restroom. The left room, restroom back by the scare zone. I didn't mean to get the spicy V8, but I did, and it was, I would not do it again. I like regular V8.
Big Dan Tattoos, how'd the leprechaun come out? He ended up getting hair on his chin.
He did get hair on his chin.
His chair on his chinny chin chin. I love green Joe.
Rue, of course, has his hat. He, of course, looks a little weird because his chin is not lined up.
Oh, you did one.
Yeah, of course, this sucks working with mosquitoes, but powered through. It makes me realize how much I love the fall. Mass Labs, I talked to Alan on the phone. He had to exchange money in the Walmart parking lot. Pretty sure it was a Tim Tam deal.
Yes, it was a monster museum deal.
Realm says, Alan, I figured out how to make a water spitter, and I want to make a video on how to make it. I was wondering if you thought it would be wrong to make a video on it because of all the places that make them.
No, go ahead. Because if you figured it out, then you're not doing it exactly the same way that they do it. My favorite way of doing that is take a Swiffer wet jet and you wire the Swiffer wet jet.
Cleaning temple house. Big Dan Benders. Oh, dang, that's awesome.
Alexa, what time is it?
It's 9:14 p.m.
And he looks good with his hat on, too.
Ken Reese's man, he's very boss. Love it. Love it. Leprechaun mask. Zeke says the molds looked interesting at the rock place. Did you get some new ideas and techniques?
No, I mean, they use very classic techniques. They make latex molds, and then they make like a urethane and foam mother mold for that, which they call a cast, oddly enough. And then they spray in their polyurethane or polyurea.
Scott Coiner says hello, Alan and Shannon.
We don't have Shannon today. We have Stacy, who is often refers to herself as Stunt Shannon.
Hashtag not wife.
That's right.
Grid. Oh, there's some in like the eyes drawer there. Maybe there's also some in the.
What kind of mesh?
Yes.
That's pretty, that thin mesh for the apocalypse.
All the rolled material
Yeah.
is to the right of the fabric. Okay. There's scrappy stuff in the drawers, but
The King says, Alan, is that water you're drinking? Interesting. I thought you'd be drinking 1 part Coke and 2 part diet.
well, there's a Coke Zero, so I normally drink. I have I'm drinking a corrective cocktail today because I'm having some intestinal trouble.
Reptile Cosplay says, hey, been missing y'all. Been working, miss y'all. And miss y'all at Transworld. Hope y'all are doing good and well. Almond Dark says, paint job looks good. Looks great on the leprechaun.
Hello, Reptile Cosplays.
Bobby Veracek says, so awesome. Better than the paper leprechaun.
Well, there are some things I didn't do because it would look a little weird. Carol, it looks like we have good connection speed, so it's probably you. It's not me, it's you.
You're gonna need me more than that.
Scott Corner, no worries. We apparently have similar voices. The King says, hope you get well. Sorry, bud. Honestly, hope you get well.
Oh, it's all good.
Reptile Cosplay says, I'd like to make a fake chainsaw blade. Thought about molding one out of hardware silicone. Is that a good idea, or what would you do?
You can. I mean, a fake chainsaw blade I would cut it on the laser cutter, but that's me. I have a laser cutter. Boy, how would I make? So they have variable belts for cars that look kind of like chainsaw blades, but they're all like a harder rubber.
Damn, of course, this Greek yogurt works wonders.
Hello, Sean Regal.
Glad I got it at the beginning today. California says, okay, thanks.
So
Body Geek says, I want a Scarecrow. I like it already.
the Scarecrow, okay, this is one that I sculpted at Transworld, and I threw it away, and it made people sad, and somebody said, I want that. And I said, okay, so now I'm resculpting it right here.
Rebuild. It's fun.
Alexa, what time is it?
It's 9:17 p.m.
Okay. And my goal is to have this mostly sculpted by 10 o'clock.
Danny Clary says, Alan, I know you shop at Bitty Mold Supply. Any idea why they've been out of wet clay for so long?
Yes. They've been out of a lot of things. There's just like a worldwide material shortage. Unfortunately, wet clay is not freeze stable. And if you remember, Texas had that huge freeze back in February, and that ruined a lot of stuff. So, unfortunately, that has slowed down production on a lot of things. And now, wet clay is a product that is mined, but they don't normally keep it temperature safe.
Big Dan Tattooer says, just use real chainsaw. Save money on the fake one.
Jake Farmer uses a bicycle chain that he puts on a chainsaw blade, and then he JB welds it on.
That I actually used to weld one on.
Yeah.
Same thing.
The King says, why would you throw it away? If you ever want to throw stuff away, I'm here for donations. Just saying.
Well, if you were there, I would have given you the clay off of my bust, but it was just clay, and I sculpted it in St. Louis, and I did not want to go through the trouble of protecting it all the way back to Dallas.
Now, someone asked, I this too, but is the Scarecrow a Scarecrow? Question mark.
Yes, it will be Scarecrow-esque. Now, you're going to only see his head, so that won't give you... His head looks like it's made out of vines and roots.
Reptile Cosplays this random question, but did you see the new Mortal Kombat movie, and how do you feel about the new He-Man?
All right, I just watched the new Mortal Kombat movie 2 nights ago. I have now seen the new Mortal Kombat movie. I thought it was fun. That's not the kind of movie that I'm going to say is good. I'm going to say it's fun. It's a fun movie. It's like Godzilla versus King Kong. It's not Citizen Kane, but it's fun. And then let's talk about He-Man. By new He-Man, do you mean the sculpt of the Master of the Universe Origins figure? Do you mean the Masterverse? Alexa, stop. Whose timer was that?
Fine.
Do you mean the Masterverse, which is the brand new figures that came out, supposedly in support of the Netflix TV show, but they don't look like those characters much? Or do you mean the designs for the Netflix TV show?
Dan McCorson asked, Alan, have you used Shotcrete?
I don't think that I have used Shotcrete.
Ezekiel says, so I shouldn't watch it.
Do you like Mortal Kombat? There was a lot of characters on it that I didn't know because I stopped watching Mortal Kombat stuff, like the games. I kind of played the first one a little bit. I did not like it as much as Street Fighter because Blanca for the win. And, yeah.
Big Dan Tattooer asked, when you cast, do you do it on that wood?
No, I take it off, I lay it down on the table. That way gravity is my friend. Yes, so Beth showed up at the booth and she said, "That's my favorite thing you ever sculpted." And I said, "Thanks, it took 22 minutes." Actually, it took like 3 hours, but I don't concentrate at Trans World because it's Trans World.
Cast. There's two people coming up to talk to you. Paul Bennett says they are still debating for character role for Thundercats.
Well, I'll believe a Thundercats movie when I see it.
Reptile Cosplays asks, says they're talking about the new Netflix show.
So some things have happened, okay? This is ridiculous. There's a giant Masters of the Universe controversy going on right now
Really?
over some images that were released. And they released images like, I don't know, like maybe 8 or 10 images from the show.
Yeah.
One of which was a very cool Beastman image, which is my current background image. Another one of them is several of the main hero characters who are obviously in disguise, like Roboto is wearing a poncho, like he's from The Good, Bad, and the Ugly. And a lot of people are thinking like that is the new character design. They should not have released that image. Like, I think it was wrong of Marvel to release WandaVision first because it was the least comic book-like of their TV shows. It was great, but they lost a lot of people in the first 2 episodes. Whereas the Falcon and Winter Soldier was much more comic booky, and it was an extension exactly what we expected. So they should not have released an image of the characters in disguise when no one is familiar with the characters yet. Or they were assuming everyone's familiar with the characters, so let's show you this fun thing that we did. Oh no, the man crying was mighty.
And Scott Kohler, thank you so much for posting about our Patreon. To help support these shows, join the Sculpting Studios Patreon.
You could do that.
If you like.
Good. I have some fun Patreon things in store. I've been thinking about Patreon pretty heavy. And what can happen.
All right, that's 3 coats cut out.
Cool. 12 more to go.
12 more.
There's your
Thank you.
nice.
Mike
Look for the
Thor
top.
says, hi, Ruben and Stacy.
Spray paint that green.
Dan, of course, is looking for a hearse around 2,000. Running would be awesome. No luck finding one in Minnesota.
Yeah, finding persons in Minnesota is tough.
Dan, I'm going to steal it.
Finding cars in Minnesota, period, is tough.
Minnesota has rust.
Yup, and lots of it. We solved our road.
Big Dan Chester says, Masters of the Universe on Netflix?
Yes, there's a new cartoon coming, which is Masters of the Universe Revelations. I don't know if it's a mini series or if they're hoping to get more than 1 season out of it. Our perspective is different enough, and by that I mean Masters of the Universe fans, that even the original show won't feel like the original show. Our perspective has shifted. So we have to kind of be happy with whatever content we get and support it so they keep making more of it. But I see a lot of just unhappy and people like, just support it and then more things in that genre get made. That's why I watch so many bad monster movies.
Paul Bennett says, Alan, I'm not sure if you saw the Krampus mask in the Creepers page. If so, what did you think?
I have not seen it yet, but as soon as I haven't done any social media yet today. Today I've been kind of nonstop since 7 a.m. So I will get to social media,
Swear to you.
yeah, this evening when I sit down.
As Angel says, is it Masters of the Universe for kids or adults on Netflix?
Well, that's a great question. In theory, it's for kids. Like the She-Ra cartoon was for kids, which I thought was great.
Ike Camacho says, do you have the Snake Mountain?
I do not have the $1,000 Snake Mountain toy. I hope they make one for Origins. It'll be more like $100, and maybe I could swing that. I cannot justify spending $1,000 on an action figure playset.
There is Paul Bennett's.
Oh, that's a good-looking Krampus. Did you put that together, Paul?
Big Dan Tattooer says, I'm all for it as long as Dolph Lundgren isn't in it.
Yeah.
You want me to swing the phone camera on the front and put you on the fifth?
Yes. I'm kind of committed to where I'm at here.
Yes.
Currently, it's Howard the Duck.
What are you sculpting? It's a duck.
It's a duck. Today, they would believe me. Hiya, Patricia Hogarty.
Dennis Reese says, hit the like button.
It is completely up to you guys if you hit the like button. I'm not saying I won't be sad. I'm just saying it's up to you. Your choice, really.
Jesse Papa Bear says, what's up, guys? Long time no see.
Oh, it is a long time no see. Give him a Beastman fist bump. I'll do it. You move too slow. Ow. You got the rare double Beastman fist bump.
Dan McPherson says, I can find coffins, but not cars. Ken says, Howard the Duck. Howard the Duck.
I was never a Howard the Duck fan.
That's not a movie. I'm probably too young to see the movie.
I tell you something else I didn't really like in comics. Spider-Ham. I was not a Spider-Ham fan.
Not a Peter Porker fan.
I was not a fan of Peter Porker Spider-Ham.
When I used to order from like Midtown Comics,
Yeah.
way back in the day,
Uh-huh.
they would always send you free copies of that because it's just like they had so many of
Because
them.
no one's going to buy it.
It's just like, here, take this comic nobody wants. Good luck.
Trisha Hogarty says, it helps to remind me to like, I forget.
Well,
Stay tuned, Car Care says, hey, everyone, been a minute. Big Dan Tattooer says, they're bringing back Fraggle Rock, too. 80s are coming back.
Fraggle Rock. My Lord.
Line Cook Thor says, hi, Stan.
Hey, Thor, how are you?
Alexa, set a timer for 15 minutes.
Matt Slasher says, rapid fire question.
Starting now.
oh, I'm ready. I'm ready. My body is ready. Going for this. I think my shape is pretty close to last time.
KVFX Monster Tutorial says, hello.
Hello. Hi.
Trisha Hogarty says, I forgot to click the like button, so thanks for the reminder.
You're so nice. You guys got me liked. I didn't get you anything.
Sure you did.
Oh.
Content.
Ezekiel says, here's something you don't know about Ezekiel. I was on 2 episodes of Fraggle Rock.
Hooray!
Were you a Fraggle or were you a person?
Or were you a rock?
Were you junior? Say you were junior.
KVFX Monster Tutorials just haven't been alive in a while. I missed you. Ken's reaches in a new line of He-Man Shaper Image. Shaper Image? Shaper Image. Matt Slasher says, if you could only pick one item from the Monster Museum that is your favorite and why?
New Wolfman.
The new Wolfman is pretty awesome. He is a space dominator for sure. You know what? I really like the red cap that we just did. And Rue, that was a stroke of genius because I was going to make it into a goblin, and Rue's like, "You should make it into a red cap because we got red cap stuff, and we got a red cap."
Yes.
And I said, "You were right."
I think my favorite is the little ripped goblin. Like,
That goblin's ripped.
yeah,
You've been to the gym.
yeah.
Oh, well, that's a Norwegian niece.
There you go.
Yeah, it's the one that's very obviously a Hulk figurine, except for the head.
But it's not Hulk. It's one of the Ben 10 monsters. Thank you very much.
KVFX Monster Tutorial says, what are you sculpting tonight?
Everything except for the head.
I'm sculpting a Skair Krow, which is a monster that is like if a crow were a scarecrow. It's complicated. Made out of roots.
Ezekiel says, I was a person. I got to meet Uncle Traveling Hat.
Oh,
That's awesome.
I used to love that show.
I was not a Fraggle Rock person. That was not in my diet. At that point in time, we had the Disney Channel when it was new. We got it for free for some reason.
All right, Mass
And-
Flasher. Oh, sorry.
And there was the Winnie the Pooh show
Oh, yeah.
was on that. And that was like my Fraggle Rock replacement.
All right, Mass Flasher says, tell us 5 major factors when sculpting to avoid.
Okay, so you generally want to avoid making ridges. A lot of people, when they put like an eyebrow ridge on, they make it like sharp. Or if they do the cheekbones, they make them really sharp. And you want to avoid that. Another thing that you want to avoid is you want to avoid asymmetry in your early in your sculpting career, because even if you attempt to sculpt symmetrical, you're going to be just as asymmetrical as nature is. Just by the nature of you having to do it, work on 2 different sides and all that.
Number 3.
So yeah, the third thing to avoid is finish. Remember that finish is better than perfect. You don't have to have a perfect sculpture to mold it or to move on. You know, don't get caught up in this has to be perfect. What's
What's your favorite color?
my favorite color is dun. Dun is my favorite color.
Number 4.
To avoid while sculpting. And I really focus on avoid not using reference. Use reference. A lot of people, they don't want to use reference, and their sculptures suck because of it. Once you start using reference, your sculpture is just going to be better no matter what, and just about no matter who you are.
And number 5.
The fifth thing to avoid when you are sculpting,
Gym.
don't eat the clay. That is like, don't do that. That's a rookie move. Actually, see, there's so many things to avoid. This is probably the only box I'll need.
Don't let the clay tell you what to do.
Yeah, okay, that's a good one. Who's listening to me a lot? Right now, I know what I want in my head. It would be very easy for me to put these cheekbones on and say, these are really good mummy cheekbones. I could make this into a mummy. Well, I'm not learning anything at that point. The clay told me what to do. I want to enforce my will upon the clay. That's what I want to do.
Catbook says, thanks for this rapid fire. Makes this even more of a masterclass tonight.
It's kind of fun. I like rapid fire. Questions, they help keep me engaged, you know. Often I'm working here and I'm kind of in my own head, and it's nice to hear y'all talk to y'all.
Family Carson says, parachute pants, white glove. I was a terrible breakdancer, but I tried. I had the threads.
I never tried breakdance. I did have some parachute pants.
I love parachute pants. I had cousins that started a parachute pants company called Big City Wear.
Y'all are old.
You know who starts a company called Big City Wear? People who don't live in a big city.
People that don't live in a big city.
That's who does that. And that's how everybody knows. Yeah, they don't live in the city. Alexa, what time is it?
It's 9:37 p.m.
You know where you're going.
Inside, get it.
Mauling my family.
No.
Realms asks, how do you sculpt a moving jaw mask?
You sculpt a mask, like watch me sculpt a leprechaun at the moving drawings. You sculpt a mask, and you just haven't. You make two, and then you cut out the bottom jaw with enough of a flange for the top to overlap it. You strap the bottom jaw, and then you strap the top jaw, and then you have a moving jaw mask.
Steve asks, will you be at MHC?
I will be at MHC, yes.
Mask Slasher says, once you get a laser printer, name 3 items you planned at those prints. You mean a laser cutter?
Laser cutter. Well, I cut my apocalypse helmets on it. I got one big enough that we can cut out costumes on it, which will be very nice. And we'll also cut out pieces for arm candy. So it is a great support for products we already sell.
I was going to see you ask, will we all be at MHC?
I will be at MHC. We're figuring out Rue. I don't think Stan will be at MHC.
I will not be at MHC.
Stan will not be at MHC. Stacy will be at MHC.
Well,
Leslie and Ivan from my booth will be at MHC.
I don't think I'm going to be.
Is it a cash weekend?
It is not.
So there's a chance.
so what you're saying
It is a
there's
plus.
a chance.
Ha. Will she be at MHC?
That would be the chance of being.
I see.
But she leaves 28.
You know, they also have airplanes that leave from Milwaukee.
This is true.
Milwaukee.
That Wayne's World.
Yes. I don't know if Waves World night.
We did.
Now I kind of want to watch
There was a classic moment, nobody got to see those.
that. We might have been headbanging the Queen.
Yeah, we might have had a shot monkey Bohemian Rhapsody.
I was not here,
You were not.
which is why hilarity ensued.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I feel I think good about
Thank you, Scott Colehart, for sharing the moving jaw cat mask, the Khajiit video.
Oh, there you go. There's a whole what do they call that? Series?
Yeah, a playlist.
Folder. Playlist. There's a whole playlist on making the Khajiit mask, which is a moving jaw mask.
Matt Slasher asked if you could add a werewolf character to Mortal Kombat. What's his name and fatality?
Ooh.
Ooh.
That's a good
Well,
question.
Ooh.
what is his name? So I think that his name would be
Max Lupine.
Lon Talbot. Let's call him Lon Talbot. That's good. And then his fatality.
Wasn't there Lon Talbot? Wasn't that the one? From
Jonathan Talbane
Jonathan Talbane.
was on Nightmare or something.
Night Stalker.
Grave Stalkers. Night Stalkers, right?
Night Stalker. Like that was the werewolf one from that.
No, that was Jonathan Talbane.
Jonathan.
And this is Lon Talbot. Or you could call him Cheney Talbot, which is also good.
What's his fatality?
His fatality, I think that he has to go over to them and bite their throat out. Like that's what has to happen.
Aggressive throat biting.
Lots of blood. Good times.
Ezekiel asked, did you ever kiss and make up with a guy who was upset at you for making moving jaw masks?
I haven't actually seen him since then.
Yeah, he does seem to have dropped off. Yeah.
Well, you know, he does a lot of movie stuff, and he's busy doing movie stuff, and he thought that I stole the design from him And I made my first moving jaw mask in like 96. Like, there's pictures and video of it, so did not steal his method.
Ken Zarish says, I know this is random. I have a friend who has a channel named The Halloween Daily News. Talk nothing but the Halloween franchise. And we had Alice Cooper hop on the chat just to say hi. It was unexpected.
Oh, that's cool. Every now and then we have an unexpected guest, right, Stacy?
Never gonna live that down.
The occasional unexpected.
The occasional unexpected yes.
Stacy gets all like, hey!
Peter North.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That one.
Bruce like, who? What?
Oh yeah. Forgot about that one.
Yeah, Alice Cooper's way more famous than that guy. Scott Colhart, thank you for the Khajiit playlist. Big Dan Tattoo says, I see what you're doing now. It's a play on words. Scarecrow.
Yeah.
Dan, of course, says, I can't make it either. I spent too much in Trans World.
I will be there.
Ezekiel says, unexpected gas.
Guest. So Stan, I think that my favorite tool is the veining tools. And we just need to do a set of these that are just all different sizes. It's 5 tools with 10 different sizes of veining tools. They're that good.
Mass Slasher says, favorite junk food from at least 3 different countries.
Oh, see, you're assuming that I'm multicultural. I'm going to go with junk.
Tim Tams is junk food.
Okay, Tim Tams from Australia. Cheeseburgers are junk food, right? Right? Okay, so cheeseburgers, and then some other country's cheeseburgers.
A Royale with cheese.
Royale. Cheese. They call it Big Mac in France. Okay.
Jelly babies.
Jelly babies.
Jelly baby.
You know what? There's also some like halal Middle Eastern cookies that I actually really enjoy. They're pretty delicious.
Big Dan Tattooer says French fries are from France.
Are windmill cookies from Denmark? Because they have little windmills on them.
Stroopwafel.
I like those.
Love shoot ball.
Yeah.
They were awesome.
However, scoop waffle is amazing. Wait until you have Leberkuchen.
Ooh.
Leberkuchen from Germany is like carrot cake meets cookie
Ooh.
meets
Hey,
ginger snap, or like soft ginger cookies that are like this.
Can't stop those Tim Tams. I didn't know that French fries are from France, actually. I think that's an American.
I don't think they are.
They're not.
Even though there was that whole big thing with
Freedom fries.
people called them freedom fries.
Pizza's not from Italy either,
That's
so.
true. Dan McCorris, Jugular Ripper, finish him.
Yeah. All right. So this is the basic shape of the Skair Krow. We're going to refine that later.
I kind of like that.
Ezekiel says Schockbuller, Sweden hot dog, USA taco. Oh, okay. Schockbuller from Sweden, hot dog from USA, tacos.
I'll tell you what, I do also enjoy a Jamaican meat pie. Jamaican meat pies are good. That's your timer, Ruth.
And
Alexa, stop. I enjoy Jamaican meat pies. I enjoy
I like you making meat.
in Puerto Rico. In Puerto Rico, they had pinchos, which is like chicken kebabs on the street, delicious.
Empanadas.
Empanadas, and they also have tripletas, which is a 3-meat sandwich.
Did you ever do
Amazing.
chicharrones when you were there?
Yes, I
Pork
did.
rinds? Oh my God. Awesome.
And tostados, which are mashed plantains, and they're kind of fried and delicious. Yeah.
don't it?
Splatterhouse Studio says Nightwolf was kind of a werewolf from Wolf Combat.
A little bit, yeah. Wasn't he the Native American?
He was the Native American.
He transformed into a bear.
Or a wolf. Well, he transformed into a bear, but he also had like this thing where he would reflect things. A wolf came out.
It's the arrow wolves.
The arrow wolf.
South Omaha Horror says French fries were created in Belgium. Big Dan Tattooer has any burlap on that?
No. Well, there could be. I mean, right now, no. It's a sculpture, but that could be a way to finish it.
Mass Slasher says one of mine is a Mexican dessert called flan. Love that stuff.
Oh, I love that stuff too.
Yes.
I also like fried ice cream.
The churros and chocolate that we had in Spain. Oh my god! Like their hot chocolate is like hot pudding
Like
consistency. Oh, it's national.
Sounds delicious.
It's drinking chocolate. It's not hot chocolate.
Germany spaghetti. Spaghetti ice cream. They take ice cream and they press it through like a strainer, so you get like spaghetti. It looks like spaghetti, and then they put like strawberry topping over the top of it. Like it literally comes out, looks like a bowl of spaghetti, and it's ice cream.
Scott Colhart says Tim Tam shipped to the USA. With the Australian food shop. Ezekiel says Tim Tam shipped to the USA from me, Scott.
That's right.
Big Dan Tattooer says every time you say Alien XA stop, my TV pauses.
Sorry, guys.
Ryland Chow says, how do you come up for names for characters / masks?
Oh, I'm terrible at this. Like,
Ask other people.
yeah, ask your YouTube audience because they know better than you.
Splatterhouse Studios says, fun fact, the guy who played Nightwolf was the native from Indian in the Cupboard.
Oh, cool.
I really loved that book growing up. That book series.
The Native American community of actors is actually very, very small.
Dude, I was blown away when they were talking about the Hawkeye show they're doing.
Yeah.
And one of the characters is a Native American deaf woman.
Mm-hmm.
And it blew me away when not only did I see the lady they picked, but it is a Native American deaf woman
Nice.
who looks exactly like the character in the book.
That's awesome.
And it's like,
That's
somebody
good.
needs to go buy a lottery.
Splatterhouse Studio says he then became a rapper and is now into politics. His name is Lightfoot.
Oh, okay.
Catfish says, so you like most fast food that does not contain veggies.
Right. Absolutely right.
Ezekiel says, oh damn, yes, the Swedes do an ice cream called slag stuff. Best stuff I've ever tasted. Big Dan Tattooer says, that's a cool tool.
Okay, so these are our veining tools. And what you can't see, will kill you. What you can't see is how beautifully curved it makes. These are like the biggest veins that I can do. And I just put it in, I figure out the path I want it to go on. And if it doesn't quite round off enough, you just go again.
And Reese said, see that having a feather headdress.
Yeah, I was going to do black feathers on it.
Ezekiel says, what's veggies? Veggies precious.
What's this bitch? Well, the mashed potatoes too.
Potatoes.
Okay, that
Got all
Yeah, this tool makes this Rudy monster possible.
copyright 2021 still.
And then like this is the big one, and then there's a smaller one here. And you can just go off of one of these guys, put in a smaller one.
Big Dan Tattooer says, do you cast that with the wood backer on?
No, I take it off, I lay it flat on the table, and then I mold it. Let gravity help you. Don't fight gravity. You wouldn't like gravity when it's angry. That was me quoting Lou Ferrigno's Hulk. with an odd Arnold Schwarzenegger accent,
Yeah.
which then bled into the guy from Star Wars. And I don't like you either. So Robot Chicken is a TV show. 9 times out of 10 when I watch it, I just find it terribly annoying.
Mhm.
But their Star Wars stuff
Oh God, yeah.
is just so funny. And they have one of the Star Wars bits is that guy and his walrus buddy, and it's just like that guy's just lying. The walrus never says any of that.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Ryland Chow says, "What are you doing now? Veins?"
He's gonna look really Rudy when he's done.
Thank you, Scott Colehart, for sharing the mask shop. Big Dan Tattooer says, "I'm a big guy. I fight gravity daily." Ken Zarish says, "When forward and fold, will you give him red eyes or will you fail his best?"
I don't know. What I might do now that you gave me that idea is I may sculpt a little LED holder right here that we can cut out if we want to, or leave it in.
That's a fair idea. That was really cool.
Yeah.
And like when I first started doing the LED mask, I'm like, I'll do 12 different colors of LEDs so people can have options. All anyone wants is red. Red eyes. Red eyes. Red eyes. Okay.
Edson Juice says, "Good evening, kids. What's going on tonight?"
Edson, I'm sculpting a mask, buddy. What are you doing?
We're making masks.
Surprise. You're all shocked, I know. You guys do have to help me get the fish out of the van
Okay,
before we leave.
gotcha. Ken Zarish says, "Oh, dude, that'd be awesome."
Yeah, I kind of got these ideas from curve forming tools, where they use a pattern and they make concrete curves. I'm like, you know what, that would work on clay.
Edson says, "Just finished up with ice cream, and that's a funny looking duck."
It is a fun.
Dang, now I want ice cream. Like,
I got Burger Street today, and Tony was like, "Yeah, I'll get a medium shake." Good God. Like, that's the size of their freaking medium shake. It was giant.
Did you go there next?
I was like, that is a lot of ice cream, sir. Mass Slasher says, "If I buy eyes to mold into my sculpt, do I want to use 26 millimeter in the sculpt and 24 millimeter when I'm adding them to the final mask, or the same size?"
I don't do the same size. Your shrinkage is there, but it's not enough to make a huge difference.
Stone Farmer says, "It looks like the masked magician style if it was a lizard."
Yeah.
Cat Swift says, "The fish? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Did you buy that shark?"
I told you I bought the shark. I wasn't kidding when I said the shark. But what I didn't say was I also bought the clownfish, the giant clownfish. I'm going to turn that into a deep sea angler. The shark I'm going to turn into another monster for the Monster Museum. And then I also bought a unicorn bench for the Monster Museum. So, yes. What are you doing?
It's holding messages for review.
Is it the person we know?
It's YouTube has decided it's gonna.
Look at how good we're policing. We're such good at policing.
Joe Farmer says he said shrinkage.
I did say shrinkage.
That's Juice says cherry cheesecake ice cream. Thank you, Scott Kohler, for sharing the creeper fruit.
I'm not a huge fan of ice cream with tang. Like Shannon likes a goat cheese ice cream,
Oh yeah.
and I don't like.
Shannon makes a peach ice cream. I'd slap everybody in this room.
True facts.
Pretty good.
Big Dan Tattooers. My tattoo shop is in Cape Cod, shark themed. I've been battling with foam floor mats trying to make a great white shark head for the wall. I can't get the shape right.
Oh, do you know how to pattern, Big Dan? You know how to make patterns? Just buy a shark toy and pattern its head.
Ken Zarich says Rita's ice frozen yogurt cherry icy is best. Trisha Hogarty says the Stone Store video was very cool. Thank you for taking us on a field trip there.
Hey, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Cat Swift says, have you mentioned it to the wife, or will it be another surprise like the Capitol toy?
Not important.
Ike Camacho says, Alan, did you come up with a price yet for blanks on the Three Witches?
Yes, I came up with it. I wrote it down. It's at work. You have to email me, and I will see that email while I'm at work, and then you will get your price. They're not cheap because they're big pieces.
So much latex.
And time.
And time.
And manpower. You don't do those alone. It's like have a buddy in case it rolls on you and you need help getting out.
Is 9:58.
2 minutes,
2 minutes.
and I'm actually pretty darn close. I'm going to pick on it, and I'm going to add a bunch of cruddo.
Stay tuned, car here, so I want a cherry cheesecake. The store is closed because someone drove their truck through the front of it.
Sounds awesome.
Man.
Your life is more like an action movie than mine. So the way that I'm going to finish this out is going the distance,
Going for speed.
going for speed,
All alone.
and a long chip. Hey, Rue, come here. Sit in this seat and fill in some of these vanos. You know how to do vanos with this tool?
No.
Put it in. I don't like to do it. If they're too straight, it looks mechanical. So I come off of one of these guys, push off, make the turn, and as you dig, it makes a perfect little vano.
Sweet.
Ken Zarish's peach cobbler,
Right.
anyone? Zeke says, I bet if I got the wife some cherry cheesecake, I'd be back in the good books.
Yeah.
Are you in the bad books, Ezekiel?
Uh-oh.
Dun dun dun.
Is
Matt-
it stories?
Mass Flash says, what's the best way to add eyes? Final mask will be foam filled. You have to have a flat back. Well, you can answer when he gets to it out there. I can tell you what I do, which would be foam fill it and then put the eyes in.
What is it?
The best way to add eyes, final eyes to a mask will be foam filled. The eyes have a flashback, flat back.
Yeah, I'd probably tape over the inside of the eyes, foam fill it, and then put the eyes in.
Hey, Alan, what's
Yeah?
the best way to add the final eyes to a mask that will be foam filled? It's the eyes that have the flat back.
Go ahead and foam fill the mask, and then cut out the latex where the eyes are going to go, and pop them in. Use the pressure of the foam pushing out, and the eyelid holding them in to put your eyes in.
Edson Juice says, send info to you, Alan, via messenger.
Cool. Thank you.
Station Car Care says, our town's spring/summer got ruined within a week of being open. Tisk tisk. For the people who drove their car into Dairy Queen. Traffic. Ezekiel says, I'm always in the bad books, just the death berries.
Hooray.
Big Dan Tattooer just kind of reminds me of Skeksis.
Tree sketchy.
Something we all need. How about tree sketches?
Stone Farmer says, my wife made a French cherry pie yesterday. I love her pie.
Hooray! She's my cherry pie. Who think I want is a sweet surprise? Looks so good.
Still seeing it. Still happening.
Cherry pie forever.
Yeah, that's way in my head now. Thanks, Alan.
Rue?
Yep.
Now I need you to move your car forward so that we can walk the fish in the garage door.
We can do it live.
I had to, yeah. I had to.
Can somebody help? You want me to, I can even move that angel thing out of it too. Make it work.
Oh yeah, let's get that out of there now.
Yeah.
You finish the sculpture. See how what he's doing?
Sure.
And then Rue moves the car. I'm going to move the angel a little further out.
Ezekiel, you ain't gonna swing down no.
Swing it all night, yeah.
Stone Farmer says you're welcome.
Give me your keys.
Patricia Hogarty says the
Oh,
songs
you
are
don't want to do it that bad.
You can move my car. I don't care.
Don't touch the caddy.
No touching my caddy.
Don't touch the caddy.
damn.
I'm afraid to touch this because the last time I tried to sculpt anything, it dried up and went away.
That won't be the case.
The as I found out, the Jinn is the cursed
Yeah.
mask of still beast. And Alan not only put it in the drawing that night,
Right, but let you start.
but he let me do it. And it was just well.
Stay tuned, Carter says, I do have a car soap that literally smells like the way cherry filling tastes. That's my special reserve stuff. Mm.
Who warns that?
Ezekiel says Alan has great taste in music. Big Dan Tattooer says, tell the fish to swim into the shop. Listen, there is a
This
giant
fish ain't no
there's
joke.
a giant puddle out in front of the other half of the shop. And I said we should definitely put Alan into this small boat, put that boat in the puddle out front.
Let him fight
and
it.
let him fight that fish in with a fishing pole. I said, this is all the time you're going to have for fishing for the next conceivable couple of months. Might as well lean into it.
You know, just all the orders.
Because all the orders.
Orders.
Stone Farmer says he has good taste in music because he's old like me.
So we were in here today, and Stacy told the machine to play classic rock. And there was some in there from when I was a kid. I was a little offended.
Beth Williams says, I freaking love that sculpt. Tina McDowell says, I think I'm going to tell the kid that they need to walk the fish tomorrow and see what their reaction is. And tell them that Alan walked his fish.
Where do you see my fish?
The fish is legit.
And it fishes it. Oh, just wait.
Go to tripod.
We have
You're
corn.
going to want to go fun cam?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
because we're going to get set up.
That's wireless. Huh?
Big Dan Tattooers, what kind of fish is it? And don't say big.
Clownfish.
It is a clownfish. But if you didn't hear it from us. More sand. Veinier.
Veinier.
Ezekiel says, do you have to sneak it past the wife? Doing it on TV would be a terrible way to do that.
So the wife came out and saw it.
Yeah,
She's privy. She's seen things.
What's that? Walking right through that puddle.
We're still getting wet.
Mass Slasher says, what's a good way to add skin
That
texture? Just really wanting to settle pores.
So when you're all done with this and you smooth it out,
Put it in puddle.
then you get a
Bring it here.
Oh, yeah.
so you get one of these. So it's a natural sponge, and you wet it and make sure if you want tighter pores, you get one that's a little tighter, and then you pat it down while it's still kind of moist, and you will get
You can also do brush bristles.
use orange peel.
There's a lot of different varieties. Stage characters, the whittle fish.
It's just a little fish.
Patricia Hogarty says, the clownfish would be ironic. So it says, check out his YouTube Wednesday, the Universal Rock Shop, the clownfish and shark are both in the video.
And now we go away from the stand.
Sloping out.
Did the phone die?
No,
No. Okay.
you have it on tripod cam. You don't have it on fit.
You're correct. Okay, this is buying a clownfish and the clown-sized kid body.
Clown kid size body. Clown
Go
kid.
to phone cam. Okay, so that's phone cam. And I'm turning up phone cam's audio.
Nice. That's right off. There you go. Slider bar.
There's no slide.
That's fine. Give it.
I haven't added it as an audio source.
Okay.
It's okay. We're fixing things. We're professionals.
Mike's Hunter Woodwork says, "What do it? Stan, did you get the carver working?"
We're about to move a fish.
Yes.
Mike's Hunter Woodworks.
Oh, hey, Mike. It's a whip right now. Definitely a whip.
Patricia Hogarty says, "Alan paid clown tax this time." I mean, I guess he paid tax on the purchase. So yes. Big Dan Tattoo versus Baby Fish.
You know what? I don't actually see that there,
See, it looks like it's
Yes, the red
It's
cap
going.
is a small clown body.
but I cannot move it.
but you like to move it.
Is that veining tool in the set we received during Monster Camp?
I think you received the first set.
It was not.
Team 2 card says, "Oh no."
All right, so you're not going to have any fish volume. Stacy can stay here and narrate the fish.
Okay, we put on 5th.
Stan, would you help us with the fish? Stay on phone cam until we get in,
Okay,
and then switch to tripod cam.
gotcha.
Yes.
Until you get into the building.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll see when we go out.
All right,
So
here we
much
go.
water up
Station card versus Lucky Finn. Like versus Baby Shark. Yes, the red cap was a small person clown body. You were correct. All right, so they are heading out into the parking lot to wrangle in a fish. This is the fish that Alan purchased from Universal Rock. Alan Chelsea, wait, what are we doing now? We are hauling in a giant clownfish from Alan's driveway. Big Dan Tetra, what is the fish's name and is he a vegan? I don't know, and I don't know. I can watch this as fresh fish, fresh fish. Da 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 da. Enjoy your hold music. So your stand socks aren't going to make it? Probably not. I am the only one in waterproof boots, and they didn't ask me to go do the thing, so. Station car care. Ever hear the dark story of Finding Nemo? No, I have not. Patricia Noby, nice catch. You'll think it's a nice catch when it gets in here. The thing is massive. Big Dan Tattoo. So the fish from the rock place? I've seen it in the video. Yep, that's the one. It's quite large. And of course, I love the elevator music. It's the whole music. Oh, here we go. There's a fish sighting. Coming up on Lake Hops here. Oh, we've got a fish. So large. And we're in. The log cabin looks so pretty. That fish would win in a knife fight with a Karen for sure. Yes, it would. Oh, father's looking for something to pass on. Nemo died in the thing? That's terrible. Fish on. Oh my god, big fishy. That's what he says. He says he told us he bought it. No, he said he wanted to buy it, but different, and he didn't tell the wife. Mike's on the book says the subtitles are hilarious.
Stacy, you can see the fish.
Yep, sure can.
So this is for the cub. Right now, it's clownfish.
Right now, he gets a clownfish. He's going to make it into a deep sea angler. He's going to have a bigger jaw on it, a different paint job. Stacy can repeat what I say. So we'll be a deep sea angler. And Rue is about to put his hand in the fish's cloaca. Right there, below the little fin. Just slide your hand up in there. You can tell if it's a boy fish or a girl fish. He just wanted to see if I would say that. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, guys. Just put it on the teleprompter. He'll read anything. Big Dan Tattooer says, strap that fish on the roof and drive around like a mighty hunter. Stay tuned, Carcass needs a bath. That it does. Ezekiel says, Andy says he hates it. All right, switching back to the phone cam. All right, we're moving in the unicorn bench now. This. Stay tuned, car care. Yet. Ezekiel says, clownfish, low-hanging fish. Like, of course, clown taxes. Yep, these are the struggle is real. Have a lovely view of the, of course, being a handful of fish food. Yes. Lovely view of both the side of the log cabin there and Alan's Juke, my van. Hello, Resurrect Costumes. Just saw you there. Yes. No, I got you, Stay Tuned Car Care. I'm getting kudos for not reading it, because that's how you do. Big Dan Tattoo. That's not a horror theme. There's something fishy going on here. That's a reach the wonderful life of Gimped. We watch these gentlemen haul in a giant unicorn bench. Well, here she comes. We go through the puddle, or around the puddle as much as they can. Here we go. Unicorn! And there's the horn. It did not come attached. You have to screw it in. For moving purposes. This is going to go into the Monster Museum. We're out in front of the Monster Museum. There we go. Screwing the horn in. Very exciting. Finesse. Resurrect Costume says, "What the heck?" Yes, this is the unicorn and giant clownfish that Alan bought from the Universal Rocks place where he took us on a field trip. He's not doing that because he likes it. He has to screw it back on. Stay tuned, Carcass. It'd be interesting to have the clownfish look like it's striped. This guy's a shark. He's actually going to turn it into an anglerfish. Big Dan Hedgers, this life got weird really fast. Aww. Sitting there on their unicorn bench. It'll go perfectly at the Monster Museum.
Nothing to see here.
They're just going to hold hands on their unicorn bench. It's fine.
You're my best friend.
So there you go. We've obtained some giant Are they fiberglass?
Ish. They're
Ish.
a product called polyurea.
Tina Kuziak says Stan has to post that pic.
It's happening right now.
Patricia Hogarty says the little princesses and princes at the Ren Fair will love that match.
Yes, I thought so too.
Resurrect Costumes says, makes me want to send you my unicorn killer costume. Patricia
Hooray.
Hogarty says Lord Godiva. Your hair's not that long.
Not yet.
Cat Swift says, have to ask, is it a good thing to screw in the horn when it's sitting there? Perhaps put the horn on the shelf instead? It can come off again. It's okay. All right.
All right, go to tripod. Stan. Say good night, Stan.
Good night, Stan. Thanks for hanging out, everybody.
Rue. Say good night.
Good night, Rue.
Stacy.
Good night.
Phil in the Cyclops mask. If you talk, I'm leaving.
Bernard.
Oh, you have the button?
I do have the button.
You won't forget to do the thing?
I won't forget to do the
Were you
thing.
about to forget to do the
I was
thing?
not about to forget to do the thing.
You guys are awesome. Thanks for hanging out. And I can't wait to show you my anglerfish. Go make stuff. It's not a euphemism.
Not a
I'm actually going to show you an anglerfish.
All right, good night.
Good night.